Jazakallah khair, Sam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Now, Sam stole the words out of my mouth. I was going to say South Africa is honestly the best country I've ever been to. And honestly, like everyone that I've met has been so kind-hearted, so gentle, and it's honestly like a pleasure being here, and especially seeing Palestine all over South Africa. Honestly, Allahumma barik, like that's honestly like best thing I've seen in my life. Okay, so my name is Cindy and I am a brand ambassador of the MATW project. And the first question I want to ask you, so just put your hand up, is who has heard of Brother Ali Banat, Allah yarhamu? SubhanAllah, that's a lot of people, but that's half, you could say. So I'm going to give you an introduction of MATW and how it first started. So Ali Banat, Allah yarhamu, was a Sydney-born man in Australia, and subhanAllah, he was a very, very wealthy man. He owned all the riches in the world, and you know, he had his Ferrari, he had a lot of diamonds, gold, like everything that he could, you know, you could get in this dunya. Until one day, subhanAllah, he started to feel pain all over his body. And then he went to the doctors, and long story short, the doctors told him that he had stage 4 cancer, which is incurable. You cannot cure from that. He had many tumors going all around his body. And the doctors told him that he only had 6 months to live. Now, what's sad, you know, hitting reality like that to him is that it had to take a doctor to tell him that he was going to, you know, meet with our Creator soon. So what he did, instead of, you know, just being all sad about it and, you know, trying to live his life in this dunya, what he did was he sold everything that he had and put all of his riches into this charity called the MATW project, Muslims Around the World. So what he did was he booked a flight and went to a small country called Togo in Western Africa. And what he did there was he sponsored his first orphans. He built an orphanage there, and fast tracking from 2016 until this day today, we are in over 30 countries now, subhanAllah, looking after orphans, widows. Allahumma barik, Ali Banat, Allah, you know, may Allah have mercy on him. And especially now, with the crisis in the situation that's happening in Palestine and also now in Lebanon. Ali Banat, Allah yarhamu, he was half Palestinian, half Lebanese himself. So if he was here today, imagine how much the impact it would have on him and what he would do, you know, with everyone and the support. So MATW, subhanAllah, we're actually the biggest charity organization in Gaza right now. We are looking after over 12,470 orphans. And how are we looking after that many? It's because we are a 100% donation policy. So that means that every single dollar that you donate will go towards where you donate, to Lebanon, to Palestine, to the refugees in Syria, to the Palestinian resettlements that are now living in Egypt, which we are housing for over 300 families now, subhanAllah. So the locations in Palestine that we are taking care of these orphans, if you really, you know, everyone would love to know, is in Deir el-Balah, Khan Yunis, Rafah, and Gaza City. So our focus is the education and Islamic studies, nutrition, health, and healing through psychological, mental, physical support, and most importantly, stability. So these orphans are being fed 3 meals a day, getting provided with fresh, clean water, shelter. And this is all because of the MATW team that's in the ground of Gaza. We have a whole team that's been there since 2019. And they have worked tirelessly every single day, non-stop from morning till night. And subhanAllah, you know, we've lost a few of our team members there, Allah yarhamu to all of them. And we even had a sister, she was supposed to go home that night. She's the one, you see her all over our MATW page on Instagram, Facebook. And this sister, you know, she's literally every single day working. And one night she was supposed to go home, but they still needed her help. She decided to stay back to help. And then subhanAllah, her home got hit and she lost her father, she lost her siblings and some of her nieces and nephews. And that was a really, really tough Really tough time, especially for the MATW team. So in any order for a child to succeed, there needs to be a stable foundation that removes the chaos life has thrown the orphans in crisis into. And that stability is MATW, and that all starts with you. Our donors are the vital lifeline for our orphans in Palestine and across the whole world. You know, the conflict that has forced our ummah into a lifelong battle of fending for themselves, and that's if they even make it. So you can see that our mission is clear, but their future starts with you, and their lives are in our hands, in your hands. Especially with what's going on in Palestine, you know, our team, every single day, we're getting trucks going through every single week from via Jordan and via Egypt, which myself and the team have physically, you know, we just came from Egypt before we came to South Africa. We were in Egypt and we were in Jordan. We were loading the trucks physically ourselves. You know, we were sending medical kits which should be going in, inshallah, in the next few days or in the next week. So every single week, we send them what they are requested. Alhamdulillah, you know, we still have our warehouses. Although many of our warehouses had been destroyed, they straight away went to go rebuild because, alhamdulillah, we have agreements with the Jordanian Hashemite Charity Organization, the Egyptian Youth Council, and the Egyptian Red Crescent. These are our bridges to allow our trucks to go in successfully, alhamdulillah. So I understand how difficult it is to see what's going on, but please don't stop giving. And I know South Africa, alhamdulillah, mashallah, you know, you guys are honestly the biggest supporters in the whole wide world. I've never seen a country as supportive as I've seen here in Cape Town. So I'm going to show you a short video of what MATW is all about. And if you can, follow us on Instagram, on social media, MATW Project. And inshallah, you know, with your support, we can make a bigger impact for our ummah. Jazakallah khair.